Well, back to the Doug and Commish Show, Week 6 edition. Nappy, the 3-2 Nappy versus the 4-1 Killer Bees. Kind of a weird trade between the two. Before they play each other, doesn't really make much sense.
Not on the surface, Doug. It really doesn't. Awkward.
Yeah.
Very awkward.
I mean, how are they going to feel if their guys go off against, well, their old team, you know?
I've never seen anything like this in the GFO.
No, I haven't seen anything like it either in my umpteen years of fantasy. That said, let's go ahead and get started with Brett Favre against Baltimore and Phillip Rivers against Denver. I hate the Phillip Rivers matchup, and I think he should play Carson Palmer.
I'm with you, Doug.
Carson Palmer.
The numbers say Palmer.
Why do you think he has Rivers in there? Do you think he has like a tie to him? I mean, like, what's going on?
I really don't know what's going on with the BMET's thought process here. Carson Palmer going up against a horrible secondary with the Texans. It's got 20 points written all over it, whereas Rivers is going up against
a now proven defense for the Denver Broncos.
You can't say that they're a fake defense.
No, they have been tested and tried, and they've been passing each test.
And now he's going to throw Rivers in there.
Yeah. Kind of seems silly to me too, but I'm going to go ahead and go with Brett Favre if he keeps Rivers in. If he pulls in Palmer, I'll go with Palmer over Favre in this one.
I'm with you.
All right, running backs: D'Angelo Williams, Steven Jackson. D'Angelo Williams and Steven Jackson both have okay matchups. Obviously, Williams has a better matchup. Jacksonville is actually a little bit better on the ground than you think. And then on the other side of things, you got Julius Jones, Arizona, Cadillac Williams against Carolina. I'll be honest with you, I think I like Nappy's matchups better here.
I hate Tom.
Okay.
So I am going to urge with all my inner strength that I can muster to hope and pray that Nappy's RBs are better than Tom's.
Okay. Do you think that in your gut?
No.
Okay.
But the disdain that I have for Tom and his hairy Sasquatch killer bees is enough for that positive energy that I give.
Yeah, you have a lot of positive energy.
To the Nappies, for Julius Jones and whoever the freak else he puts in there to have a marvelous day.
I don't know if I buy it, but whatever. Santana Moss against Kansas City, Terrell Owens against New York Giants, and Johnny Knox against Atlanta. I actually don't mind the matchups here, especially for Santana Moss. And you got an interesting theory about Owens. What do you think is going to happen here?
I was hoping to get a better lead in to the end of the game.
Yeah.
But I'll take it from here, right. I suppose. Terrell Owens is going to be the difference in this game.
Okay.
For two reasons. One, he hates Tom as much as I do.
He does.
I mean, that's public knowledge.
Tom got rid of him.
He's had some unpleasant thoughts and ideas about Sass, and I'm on board with all of his thoughts.
Okay.
So I think that positive energy that he brings
again positive
to the Nappy table is going to elevate his game. And then secondly, it's being reported out of Buffalo that they are just getting rid of the Wildcat-esque homo offense known as the no-huddle offense. That's obviously not working.
So you think that that's going to give Terrell Owens the advantage?
I think that now after 1st and 10, 2nd and 10, 3rd and 10, Terrell Owens is going to be able to come back and grab Trent Edwards, by the backside and say, "Throw me the ball, or I will hunt you down and kill you."
And he would probably do it. Well, that said, I don't know if I necessarily buy it. And the reason why is Owens' numbers are terrible this year. And I don't know. I think the same problems that he gave Killer Bees is the same problems he's going to give Nappy-headed foe. Not trying to be smug. I'm just trying to be honest with the numbers.
You have been a little smug.
Well, he thinks that, but he's wrong. He's just upset that I beat him. That said, let's go to the other side of things. Brandon Marshall, Kenny Britt, and Chad Ochocinco.
Wow.
I don't really necessarily love any of those matchups. Kenny Britt, especially against New England, I don't necessarily think that's going to be a great matchup.
He's going to rue the day that he got rid of Terrell Owens.
All right. Well, we'll wait and see what happens. Let's go to the tight ends. Well, who do you give the advantage to in the wide receivers?
Nappy, big time.
Okay. All right. I will also give the advantage to Nappy, but not by a lot. I think it's going to be really close on the wide receivers. On the tight end, I think I give the advantage to Jermichael Finley.
Oh, yes.
I know you are a
Finley.
huge Finley fan.
I love me some Finley.
Okay. And as far as Tony Gonzalez, started off really hot. What's happening with him?
He's cooled down. I mean, it's either arthritis or defenses are starting to game plan against his effective route running in great hands.
Okay. Chris Cooley, do you play him instead?
No.
Okay.
No, the old adage, you got to play with what has got you 4-1.
Okay.
That style of player is Gonzalez.
All right, Jaguars against St. Louis. Jaguars have a really good matchup here. St. Louis gives up 18 points a game to other defenses. That's terrible.
That is horrible.
Is it safe to say that the St. Louis Rams are the new Lions, or would you be willing to say that the St. Louis Rams now are worse than the Lions?
Oh, heavens no. Nobody will ever be as bad as the Lions.
They're coming close to the Lions
Rams,
streak.
I mean, they're in the ballpark. I mean, they're in there.
Yeah.
But they're not nearly as ineffective and poor as the Lions were last year.
Yeah. Well, let's look at the Panthers against Tampa Bay. What do you think there?
I'm not real sure. The Panthers are a bit of an enema. You don't really know exactly.
Do you mean an enigma?
No, I mean they are a full-blown enema. You don't know if they're going to go in there and just blow it all up.
Okay.
Or if they're going to go in there and just, you know.
This is the worst analogy I've ever heard.
all I'm saying is you don't know what they're going to do. They could force you to leak something out, or they could just go in there and not do anything at all.
Wow.
So, I don't know. I like the fact that they're going up against a rookie QB.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, you've already said who you give the edge to, Terrell Owens
Nappy.
here. You're going to go ahead and give the edge to Nappy. I, too, am going to give the edge to Nappy. I think it's really going to be very, very close. This is me saying to Nappy, I'm not being smug. There's no smugness here. There's no smugsy bogues. I think you have an okay team. And I think this week you'll walk away with the win, and you'll be 4-2.
That's smug.
All right,
Okay.
we'll be right back with our next matchup.